everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 18th. Excuse my doggos, that was Sprocket having a big sigh because he's tired, and Sophie's snoring already over there. So it's the 18th of October. If you are new, please subscribe, hit the like buttons and comment down below. You know I love hearing from you guys. So while my doggos are wrecked, as you can see, they're very active animals. I'll close my eyes and we'll just get started and see what comes up. Now we're going to find these global elites are going to start to talk in riddles. They're going to start backtracking in the things that they're saying. So it's going to sound like riddles, probably to us and probably to a lot of other people as well. They're going to be talking in riddles. What they're going to be saying, as we know here on my channel, is not going to make any sense to anybody, pretty much. So it's like they're going to be talking in riddles. Like everyone's going to be like scratching their head going, what are they saying? I watched something this morning, actually just reminds me of Jacinda Ardern, and they were talking about the economy, and they were saying how she does understand how the little people are really struggling now. Like it must be very difficult for them. So they are trying to help the little people. What a lie. So they're talking in riddles, meaning none of what they're saying is blurting out of their mouth is making any sense. We pretty much know that already here, but that's what I'm getting this. All these leaders now are speaking in riddles to try and confuse people, which they are, because everybody's very confused. I don't doubt it out there at all. Let's see what else we got. For some reason, I'm getting in London, there's these people lining the streets. Now, why would they be lining the streets? It's like saying like almost like a procession, or there's something that's coming in the near future that's got this lining of the streets again. We know how much they love their pageantry over there in London, but I am getting there's the lining of the streets again. I wonder what that could be around. I hope it's not another funeral. But I am getting that people, or is there some event coming? I am feeling that people lining the streets again and gathering again, but it's more structured. It's like, it could even be that they set up barricades and blockages to certain things, but I am getting that energy for London. They're putting up blockades again. Just saying. God, I hope it's something about the people standing up. That'd be great if they're trying to put blockades up and block them. That'd be all right, because at least it's putting the spotlight on them. But I am getting that in London. They're putting up some blockades. I'm getting these people lining the streets. Hang on a second. And it could be the activists. You know what it could be? It could be around climate change. The thing is, I always tell you guys how bad they are in Australia at these climate change protests. I think, personally, some of the ones we've had here in Australia have been structured. They're that ridiculous. I don't know if any of you guys saw that one about those girls or whoever they were, and they threw, apparently threw all, what did they throw on it? Juice or something. I don't even remember what it was, onto a Picasso painting or something absolutely ridiculous. There's no way it was the real thing, because they said the painting wasn't damaged at all. And then they super glued their hands to the floor and the walls. Like, some of these things, honestly, they look staged like a big performance. I reckon they pay people just so they can stop the protesters. We know they're passing all their bills at the moment to stop the protests. So, of course, we've got to have the climate protesters come out of the woodwork. There's a big kerfuffle going on here at the moment in Australia with I think it's the netballers. I'm not sure what they're called. The Aussie netball team apparently doesn't want to be funded by the big Gina Reinhardt. She's she's from a mining family. I'm not quite sure of the story, but the girls are all up in arms because they want to talk about climate change, and these people aren't supporting climate change. And her dad had said this, mind you, her dad's dead now, but these netballers, what is happening to these generations of people, honestly? So now they're standing up, and mind you, she was giving them huge amounts of money. It's just nuts, isn't it? But because she's not doing things to help climate change, all these netballers have stood up. This is how crazy the world's getting. So there's a lot of stuff we know, basically, going on around the climate change. And see, this is what we've got to remember. All these young ones, they probably don't even understand what's really going on. They don't see things like we do, or a lot of our generation do. They're only seeing what they're being told, what's coming through the education system. So we've got this new generation of people who are just all into climate change. But like I say, some of these people I've seen on TV, especially in Australia, they look like they're acting. They really do. And it's like, well, the news, of course, puts the spotlight on and shows how terrible these protesters are, or, you know, so we need to stop all this protesting. Like, it's just such a circus show, isn't it? I can't stand it. And you'll have just 5 protesters there, like nothing like a real protest. Gosh, most of us have been to protests and we know it's nothing like that. Everyone's there having fun. We usually playing music, got our flags. No one's acting like a clown. So I know you do get the minority, but you do have to wonder sometimes these things all seem a little set up. So that's what I'm sensing at the moment. There's a lot being highlighted globally. And it always comes back, yes, as Carl Vernon says in his videos, it's always climate agenda's fault. It is. We know climate, yes, it causes a lot of problems. Well, it has here in Australia. We've got flood after flood after flood. Very, very strange. Okay, let's see where else we go. Enough of my ranting about climate protesters. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm getting England, London, Belgium, Munich, all happening. They're hitting crisis point now. These places are hitting crisis point. Things are tipping over. It's showing me like things spilling over. If you think of the pot boiling, the water's starting to spill over. So this is what's happening in these regions. People are reaching, this people waking up, they're reaching boiling point. They're starting to just basically lose their shit is what's happening, because they know they're being taken down to nothing. Exactly what the agenda's all about. Let's see where else we go. I'm getting France is rising up. I do feel like France is rising up in Paris. People are going to stand up there. Macron's hitting them very hard. He really is. He's coming really hard and fast. He's not mucking around. He wants this out. I always tell you, God, I always tell you guys how these elite leaders are competing with each other as well. And they are. They're terrible at it. They can't help themselves. This is what they do. They compete with each other because they want to be the first one to roll it out, and the first one to get this set up, and the first one who's proving that they're doing the best job for the climate and the world and all this kind of stuff, and that their credit score is working. This is how they are. So I'm getting that Macron is really pushing hard. He's like treading on a lot of people's toes over there. He really is. And that's what's causing people to wake up, because they feel like they're being downtrodden. You know, it's like that when people, I think I said the other week, when people are standing on the grapes in the barrel and you, oh, excuse me, you're using your feet to stomp the grapes and squeeze out all the juice, that you become this little dried up sultana. Wasn't it I was talking about the other week? Well, that's how the people of France are starting to feel. They're starting to feel like they're being so squashed that all the life is being sucked out of them, and they're turning into the little dried up sultana. So that's why I'm getting people starting to stand up in France. Let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting that visual of people jumping hurdles still. Oh my God. I'm getting, this is for the people waking up, not for us. We don't jump hurdles anymore. We just pick them up and chuck them out of the way, or we move away from them. But these people waking up, they're getting better at jumping government's hurdles. So we know they've been big compliers for the last few years. Most of them, not all, some are waking up. But they're getting really tired. It's showing me them just jumping hurdles. I talked this morning about the loop-de-loop of the plane kind of going around and things just repeating itself. Well, the hurdles, like I said the other day, are getting higher and higher and higher. The government's putting higher and higher hurdles in front of people, and it's getting harder and harder for them to jump over. It's almost like high jump if you think about it. You start with your high jump. Anyone who's competed in that sort of athletic carnival, you get your high jump thing here, and then it gets higher and higher, and you've got to put more of your back into it, and you've got to really work hard to get over those highest hurdles. So now this is getting too hard for the people waking up. to get over government hurdles, because we know why. Because the government's making it impossible for anyone to jump over them, because they're unachievable goals. Because they don't want they want people to knock the bar off and to drop to the ground and fail, because that's their plan. They want everybody to fail and have nothing. We know that. We've known that here for 3 years. Let's see if there's something else today. But that's what these people are getting tired of. The hurdles getting too high. Oh, my goodness. Okay. They're showing me all these global elites, and they're showing me them as like an ice cream. I think because we were talking about Biden with his ice cream the other day. They're showing me like Bubble-O Bill and all that, but they're showing us like Turdo, like this turd on an ice cream. And then we've got, oh God, Jacinda Ardern on an ice cream, and it's got this elbow on an ice cream. And it's just saying like, this is how ridiculous these global elites, they're just starting to look like characters now that you'd see on an ice cream. Like, I know that sounds weird, but if you think of that, is it Bubble-O Bill or something like that? He has this face and he has like a bubblegum nose. Like, this is how people are starting to see these leaders now, just as clowns. Clown ice creams with rainbow colours. That's the image I'm getting. Can you imagine Turdo as a turd ice cream? Oh my God, where does the guides even come up with this stuff? But this is kind of what they're saying. It's just an absolute joke. It's just all becoming the biggest joke. So I'm getting that sort of for these leaders. People aren't taking them, I think what they're saying, because people are tired. People aren't taking them seriously. Look at us. We just take the mickey out of this all the time. We think it's actually funny. When I see them on TV, I do have a giggle and a laugh. I saw Dan Andrews the other day, and he was talking about the flooding in his region, because it's been really major, like towns wiped out again. And he's on there doing his daily talk. Someone even said, oh, he'd be happy he's back doing his daily talk now. And that's all you're seeing is like the big ears. So I'm seeing like this icy polar ice block with the like big ears and the glasses on a stick. And that's how we see them. They're just like a big joke, aren't they? Like a big character. They've become these like characters to us. This is for us on this channel, because we do have a bit of a giggle about it. Oh, and I did hear on the grapevine, if anyone wants to go check out Redacted, is it? There's a new variant. Yes, we knew it was coming. Remember we undid the beautiful gold box with the red ribbon the other day? Another CV variant. It's wonderful. So they're going to keep their jab wheel going, and all the money's going to be rolling in, ka-ching, ka-ching. We know that's happening. So, yes, I'm picturing these leaders as ice blocks and ice creams. It's all right, it's Lukey. Oh, my son just came home. Sorry, guys. It's Luke. It's Luke. No. Shh. Oh, they're very good guard dogs. Hang on, let's see what else we get today. So, picture that, guys. I thought that would be funny. Maybe we could take them to the movies and eat them with... Hey. Maybe we could eat these ice creams at the movies with our popcorn as we watch the show unfold. If you got any good... Hey. Ice cream ideas, leave them down below, because it's something else we can have a good laugh at, because we always need a good laugh on this channel. Let me see what else we get today. Hang on a minute. I got it. Good girl, so. Oh, people are getting very cunning now. And this is the people waking up. They're aware of what's going on. They are. I keep saying they're in the denial bubble, and they're trying to avoid having to face this stuff. But they're getting smarter. See, they're realising where the economy's going and what's actually... He's just showing off because he's on camera. He knows he's on a camera. They're getting really aware of... Oh, Sophie and Sprocket. They're getting really aware of what's happening to them, and that they're being sort of taken down in every aspect. So people are getting smarter. They're sort of condensing their loans. Like I said, people are moving in together. They're moving in together. They're buying smarter. Like a lot of people are starting to support the smaller businesses. People are going back to for example, Aldi's, instead of shopping at the big corporate Woolies. Now, I know Aldi's is big, but they're going to the cheaper options. So this is what's currently happening. People are more aware of their budgeting, is probably what I'm saying. And this is in all areas. They're watering less, they're getting more rain tanks, this kind of thing. People can see they're being taken down, and this is the people in the denial bubble. They're trying to work their way around all this nonsense and garbage. God, good luck with that. You can't really work around it, can you? Because it's that idiotic. But they don't even know the half of what's coming at them. They're only seeing the little bits on the surface around renewables, you know, all this save the planet. And there's food shortages now here in Australia because of the flooding, of course. Let me see if there's something else to close with today. God, I'm getting this word imagination. And this is for us. We have to really use our imaginations now. We have to really see where our life's going, where we're heading, what we're creating. I know, Angie, you and I were talking the other day, and I think it was you, Catherine, as well, just how challenging like this has been, and how we sort of avoid people now. Like, and I think most of us are probably like that. We've become a lot of homebodies and we do our own things because we just don't want that stress and all that hassle and garbage in our lives. Actually, it's funny because I walked past one of my ex-girlfriends this morning actually, and she just looked at me and then looked away like this. And it's a weird feeling, isn't it? It's like you don't even know them anymore. They're like completely different people. It is very bizarre. So, you know, a lot of us have gone through a lot of things with a lot of people, even family, and it's not been easy to navigate, has it? So I do understand, Angie, or anyone out there, when you're sensitive souls, we do feel and take people's energy on. So I do believe that a lot of us are really trying to avoid that, but we've still got to imagine, like it's saying, like Imagineering, like, which is like engineering your life, like imagine your life moving forward and how you picture it. And I'm getting that, we had John Lennon the other day, but I'm getting that beautiful John Lennon song, Imagine All the People. And I think that's sort of for us. We've got to kind of imagine all the people, like reconnecting again, even if it's just like kind, like ourselves, that we have a great life moving forward, and we're starting to visualize and see that now. We don't have to stay stuck in the government bull crap. Even when they were talking about that new variant this morning, all I could think was, oh, I'm not wearing masks anymore, I'm not QR coding, I'm done with all that. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same. But then when they start to implement the big fines, you kind of think, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But then that's where our imagination comes into it, and we've got to try and create our new reality moving forward, because we don't want to go back to all the BS and nonsense. I actually feel really sorry for China. I don't know if you guys saw that guy's going to be in for, is it a third term or something? Oh, and they had the harshest lockdowns, and those people must be so devastated over there. Oh, it's just, honestly, this just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? Hang on a sec. Let's see if there's something else to finish with. Yeah, we just got to stay brave. They're just saying we're those, apart from being the Braveheart bikers, they're still showing me Braveheart, that Mel Gibson movie where he's just got the sword and the shield. But we're chilling. We're just chilling. It's just showing the breeze in our hair. We're standing on the mountaintop and we're sort of looking over our vast lands. I guess you could call it Terra Bella, our Terra Bella that we've created. So we've got to kind of stay in that really centered, focused energy, and that's what I'm going to leave you with today, from the movie Braveheart. What a great movie that was. It was very moving, but it's very uplifting as well, because it's, you know, they can take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom, and that's basically what I'm going to leave you with today. Another quote. Actually, that's our favourite quote, isn't it, really? All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye. Bye from Australia. Don't forget to hit the like buttons, guys. Comment down below. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.